Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles and this is episode 8 of Flashback Friday on FS19 Almosta Farm. We are in a new day. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We are up to $213,745. And I might be able to officially say that I'm a bit of an idiot. Let me go down and show you why. Actually, before I go down, I can show you this. This is our field that we had harvested previously, and I told you that off camera I was going to go ahead and plant either sorghum or onion in this field, and the one I didn't plant here I was going to plant in the field in the back. So I'll just run back here and show you that I do have sorghum back here, and it's growing and it has weeds, so that's one of the things that we are going to have to take care of. That may be actually the only thing we have to take care of today, because if you remember, this field right here, let me get in a tractor so you can see that better. I know I could use flight mode or something like that, but I prefer to do it this way. Anyway, if you look at that field, if you remember when you can see that it's been weeded. In the last episode, I was weeding that, and I was looking at it and saying, oh, it's so weird that this field is in two different growth stages. Well, what's even weirder is I didn't realize it until I came down and looked at it now. When it started growing, I was like, wait, this plant does not look like this one. So, over here on this side, you can see that we have carrots, and I was planting carrots in this entire field. And somehow, at some point, I switched over and I was doing onion in this field. So there was no use planting an entire field of a whole other field of onion if I already had onion and carrot in this same field. I have no idea how I did that. I must have hit the wrong key on the keyboard or something. But anyway, we now have onions and carrots growing in a weeded and fertilized field. So we're waiting on those to get to the point where we can harvest those. You can see our coffee over here is still growing. It is a very profitable crop, but it is a very slow growing crop as well. And then we've already seen the sorghum field up there. So the first thing I want to do, though, before I grab the tractor, I've already got it set up with the sprayer and everything because I figured I would have weeds to take care of. Oh yes, this needs some attention. I kind of thought it would. So we'll go over and fill this up. Wait, why is it saying that? That was weird. I thought I still had a little bit of manure left in the front of there, and usually if you've got a little bit left, then it will detect that, and that's the first thing it'll recommend when you go to refill. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't have anything left in there. Or maybe the game is just being really picky today and... Okay, one more load should do it. Yeah, when I was playing on this map, you know, back when, before 22 came out, when I was playing on this map, these greenhouses were just about essential, you know, to, I was looking to, you know, to build a really big farm. I had a lot of fields, you know, a lot of the fields, if you go straight forward and through all that rock and everything, on the back side of the farm here, I owned a lot of those fields. I owned everything directly across the road from our farm here. I owned that, and then you know, including that big field over there. And also quite a few of the fields further down that road, down toward where the sale point of, what is it, Brianna's Burgers and the bale sales and stuff like that are down there. So you see, I've only got two of them here. I think at one point, when I got off of that one, I've still got that gameplay somewhere, but I can go back and look at it, I guess. But I think at one point I had something like 12 of these greenhouses, and so, you know, all 12 of them were giving me $1,000 an hour. Okay, yeah, those don't really need water. It's not going through it that fast. So we'll just, oh, I meant to get out, not disconnect it, but that's okay. It needs to be disconnected eventually anyway. So we'll just get in our tractor here. And head up to our field. Now I'll tell you that, you know how I was surprised that that some of the crops seem to be growing a lot faster than I kind of thought they should. And I was sitting around off camera, and I wasn't even in the game. And one day, you know, I started wondering. I was like, wait, did I accidentally put the growth on fast or something? Maybe that's the reason why. And I did go back and check it, because I thought, well, surely that's got to be the reason why. And no, you know, I actually had it on normal, which is where I normally have it. So, yeah, let's get rid of that and sit back here and enjoy a little bit of spraying. This is going to be a pretty short episode, because this is really all that we have to do today. So I'd feel bad about shortening it even more and putting this into a time lapse, but not a whole lot else going on. I have been attempting to get more of my Mars series videos out per week, and I think I did get 2 of them out in pretty quick succession. I've gotten 27 episodes, I guess, of that out now. So it's kind of funny because this series is actually kind of helping me keep track of the series number on that series as well, of which one that I'm on, because like I'm on episode 8 right now, and the next one I make for that should be episode 28. But if I am if I'm trying to record more videos and everything, then that system isn't going to hold up very well. So theoretically, if I can make more, then I should be far ahead of the number that this is on. And really, for this series on this particular map, I did say in the last episode that when we finished harvesting, we've planted the last thing we're going to plant. This is the sorghum, which I guess at the time was a new crop because it was down in the middle of all the new crops and everything. What? Oh. Okay. Well. Okay, yeah, the growth. Maybe I need to set the growth on slow. Wow. Because, yeah, this was why. Let me show you, and it doesn't really matter. We're not going for the value. I guess there can be weeds in this and everything. But look at this. When it's ready, it almost it's brown, like it is in 22, but this, I don't know, seems like it's got a bit of a reddish tint to me, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, when on the map also by the same creator, Luca's Island, when I was playing that, I think that was one where the sorghum really came out looking a lot more red. So, well, if that one ripened, then this one is still growing. Wow, that is so weird. I just planted that sorghum yesterday. Oh. Well, it's going to be a longer episode than I thought. Also, I had discovered that I got in this, and to bring it back down here from where it was up in the field, where we harvested, what was that, the mustard last time. And I was hitting the button to try and fold this. And it wouldn't do it, and I was hitting it over and over again, and I was like, "What has my keyboard stopped working? Why won't it fold?" And then I looked down and realized that we still had some mustard in that I had never come back for and taken to the sale point, and so I took it down there where we found it and put the pipe out, dragged the trailer around to it, and put the remaining mustard in, and then I decided, yeah, I'm not going all the way to the sale point for that. Because there was like 2,800 liters of mustard in there, and yes, I could have gotten paid for it. It doesn't do to waste that money. Okay, we'll let this guy go for a while because apparently we need to look at things in the shop and beat technology. This one we're going to do it used to bring the price down, and then we're going to lease it for $20,000. And then we are going to go back, and now beat technology will come all the way down to the end. We have carrots and onions. So carrots, well, I was gonna do orange, but that's metallic orange. We'll do second hand on that too. Oh, well, I added $1,000 by changing the color, but whatever. And we're going to lease for $42.94. Yes, okay. Back, and now the onion header. Okay, that does not look there. They may not be white onions, but that's the way I think of onions, I guess, most of the time, because that's what I have most of the time. And so we have color-coded these so I don't get them mixed up. I don't guess it really matters. We're going to need both of them today anyway. So do used, lease, yes. Okay. Okay, and now we need to get over to the shop. Okay, we didn't need to bring a tractor with us because we're bringing this back. Now, this is going to be a challenge. We'll see if we can get behind, if there's enough room to get behind these. Come on, turn. Turn. Yeah, that's going to be a little difficult, but we're going to... There we go. Of course, by getting this used, we have very little room left on the maintenance, and we're low on fuel as well. But hopefully we can make it back to the farm. We'll get back to the farm. We're gonna have to take time emptying that other. Now this is going to be a bit of a thing too. Because I only really have the one trailer that's big enough to really empty into. Let's see. Well, I'm down here. I'm going to be down there with this harvester next to the, oh, what did I hit? A tree? Yep, because the road curves, and in among all of them I can't see. Okay. I am down there with the silo where I'm going to be harvesting, so... Okay. There's a little bit of the animation of that unfolding. I think I am going to grab this, and we'll take this up. Oh, trailer's still over here where I emptied the mustard out of it. We're still out at that extreme distance away that I was using to look at that field that I was pretty sure I was going to have nothing to harvest today, so best laid plans for that, huh? And I also figured out something that was bothering me on the steering that was so different from the way I've got it set in FS22. And there's one of the options in the settings menu for the steering is steering back speed, and it was set at 50%, and so that's why. You know, I had noticed that I'd noticed, you know, when I was, I had turned the wheel and everything, that it would stay, you know, whereas I'm so used to it just going back to straight if I let my hand off the key. And I guess that's something I've never really mentioned too. You know what I'm playing on. I am playing on PC. I do drive and do everything with my mouse and keyboard. I don't have one of the big fancy setups or anything like that. No steering wheel, no side panels, anything like that. So only the basics here. I'll get this guy emptied and then get out of the way. Get the tractor out of the way of it and let it continue on, and then we'll go down and start harvesting some carrots, and you can see what that looks like. Well, goodness, and I just realized this is sorghum, and we've got both carrots and onions down here to harvest, and so really the only thing we're waiting on is the coffee. So I was thinking that maybe we might get, 2 more episodes maybe out of this, and it looks as though it might be 1. And I guess I'll just keep passing through the days until the coffee is ready. Let's see, can you see? Yeah, coming up this conveyor belt here on the side are the onions, and orange bits dropping in there. When it gets a little more full, maybe we can see it a little bit better. I'll get rid of that menu, get it out of your vision there. Well, we can see here by where it's split that, this is where the seeder ran out of seed or out of fertilizer or something, and we had to go and refill that. So somewhere in that process, I accidentally changed the crop type. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I pressed V to try and raise it, and it didn't want to raise. Apparently, I have to press the B button to turn it on and to raise it as well. So you have to turn it off at the end of every line where you want to turn around. I don't know if it's just an optical illusion or something, but for some reason this feels like it's moving faster than than our regular harvester, and yet it's only doing 5 miles an hour. I have no doubt that, if I hadn't, there was really no reason why I needed to get it used. I'm just, I've just gotten kind of into that habit again doing this. So I could have leased a new one, and it would have given me one that was perfectly maintained. Okay, let's see now. Nope. That is as tight as it will let me move into there. See, that gets that. Okay, I'm going to get to the end of here, and I'm going to probably have to put the return onto a worker because I need to go up and empty that other harvester again. But anyway, I hope you could see these carrots. These carrots in the back, do come out orange like a carrot should, and they are, an oblong cylinder shape. So, I'd say for FS19 that gets pretty darn close. And okay, you go on to do your thing. I'm going to go up here and do this thing. Don't know what the yield off this field's going to be, but like I say, that's not the point of this whole series. So, but I definitely could not have made it, especially since I, am not like storing for the best prices and things like that. I wouldn't have been able to make it through this series so quickly and buy the machines that I have and things like that without those two flower greenhouses. Once I found those in FS19, it was really, really hard not to put them in every map because I knew that, I wasn't going to struggle financially with that. I've kind of got a little bit of that in FS22 once I discovered the coffee greenhouses. I am attempting to keep it to one coffee greenhouse. You know, the money would get truly insane if the money would get truly insane if I was to put down multiple coffee greenhouses. Okay, we'll try and jump back into our harvester here, and it's just got this little strip left. And then I'll see if there's enough room for me to pull through over there and empty into the silo. Oh, okay. I should learn my lesson. Don't dismiss the worker. I just realized, oh, I'm sitting here just watching the worker work, so I was going to take over. I'll finish this last little bit here. Well, look at that. Just from that little bit, we got, you know, what, 56%? 28,470 liters. Let's see, is it just O? Yeah, it's just O like any other harvester for pipe out on this, so. Hopefully this silo will take these, and it will. Well, caught just the tail end of the animation of that. Okay, now for the next part of this. I wish there was a better way to get that onion header over here, but obviously have to take the harvester back and connect to it. Yeah, so I'm thinking in this episode we'll finish the harvest of the sorghum. We've already finished the harvest of the carrots and put that in the silo. We'll do the harvest of the onion, and we'll put that in the silo too, and then return all these leased items. And then I think that will probably be the episode, unless of course our coffee decides that it wants to suddenly be ripened as well. But yeah, I think that will be, you know, barring that coffee being ripe, and maybe even if it does, you know, I think this will probably be the end of the episode, and then in the next episode we'll cart all of these products down and get them sold, and you can see the kind of prices that we're getting for them, even if it's not the optimal time of year. Yay, okay, managed to squeeze in and get that one. I guess while we've got it, you know, I should kind of show you around the cab of this. Oh, we'd be able to see the carrots if I actually rode inside. Okay, it says Helper H has completed their task, but as you know, with that field up there, they probably have not. Because it's such an odd shape on that one side, so we'll have to go up and finish that. But that's okay, because we don't need to go and empty them again. We can devote our attention. Nope, there it is. I'm not used to doing this from in cab and with part of my vision obstructed. Oh. What did I do? Wait. No, this is the right way. Okay. See, I can see so much better outside. I know if any of you have played, you realize that too. I'm not going for any semblance of close to actual realism on this series, so hence I can have a flower greenhouse that pays me $1,000 an hour. And I can, okay, now turn down through here. It's a big machine to get around that corner. Okay, now I'll have to get up here and line this thing up. And maybe I should do it over here. Yeah, now if you can see that, you know, we do have the different color. Looks a little bit yellowish, so probably yellow onions, not white onions. But I still prefer this color of header to represent it anyway. Okay, take a little bit off that end there. Give ourselves a little bit more room anyway. Yeah, I got a nice big area to turn around down here, so I might as well take advantage of that. Get it lined back up. yeah, compared to a lot of other harvesters, you know, still not an enormously wide header, but you know, anybody who's, you know, done potatoes with those ones that just do you know, 3 or 4 rows at a time and everything will, you know, this is a luxury. So yeah, I mean, if you were to do a really large field with these, with either of these crops, even, you know, with these you know, pretty good sized headers on here, you know, it's still going to take you a while. Of course, you probably won't want to do, like I say, what I have done, and you know, go for the, you know, lease the used equipment that is has barely any maintenance left. In fact, I'm not sure if we'll make it through this harvest. Yeah, because that needle over there on that maintenance gauge is just about to flatline, so just hang with us a little bit longer. Okay, so we got, I think we got, I don't know, I'll see when we get down there. It looks like maybe one pass on the long side, and then we've got the short section. See if we can get all of that long section in one pass. I'm not sure. Wide though this harvester head might be, it may not be quite that wide. So. Yeah, I think we're going to go off a row here because we've got to get this one on the side too. Yeah, apparently we did. So we'll be harvesting one row part of the way back up. Oh, 2 rows right there. I guess maybe I should see this side going back up. So what is everybody's thoughts on FS19? There have certainly been a lot of, there's been a lot of you know, coverage of the things we know about it so far. You know, some new animals, new crop types. In fact, some I saw in a, I think it was a Mr. Sealy P video where he was showing some footage, some actual gameplay footage, and there were some crops that crops in it that Giants has not officially announced. So we're assuming those will be in there, but you know, they're not on their final version of the game yet, so we'll see what gets kept and what gets taken away and everything. I think out of it all, I'll just back up and get that. What, two onions left in that? Well, got more onion. I can't be sure that, you know, they were planted half and half or anything like that, so, you know, I don't want to make any comparison that way. But yeah, over so was it 30,696? We'll get that in our silo here. And I'll get out garage leased items, return. Yes. Okay. Return. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. And back. Okay. So we have returned our leased items. Let's go up here. Check and see how much this did not do. Oh, okay. Did you leave some down at the other end? Some in this corner here. Probably about half a liter's worth of crop there. Oh yeah, left it down here. That's unusual. I mean, I guess it's just where it ends up with the width of the header and everything, but usually it does, most implements that I use on this field end down here. And then leave that other end that we were just at, but this one left this part, so trip down and back and we will be done with this field, and we will only have one crop left before the end of the series, or end of the series on this map. I will take you over to the Old Kiwi map, Old Kiwi Farm. And I think I already have one field planted over there. Well, actually, I think I've got a couple of fields planted, really. But from when I was kind of testing it out and everything. But one of them is one of the new crop types, and I think it's the kiwi. And the kiwi is planted in the field that when I initially got there were tomatoes, and the tomatoes were ready to harvest, and so I had already harvested those. So I have on the farm created two new fields that don't have anything in them. So we'll go ahead and put tomatoes in one, and in the other, the third new crop that the map creator has put in that I couldn't remember on the last one. We've got the tomatoes, we've got the kiwi, and there's also white grape. So I have never, like I say, I have never played on that map or anything all the way to, except for harvesting those tomatoes and planting that kiwi. But I have not harvested the kiwi or the white grape, so I have no idea. I know that the tomatoes takes a special harvester, kind of like the one that we just used for the onions and carrots. Now, it was, I guess maybe the game had already taken care of it. The map creator made sure that we were set up already with that, so we would know maybe what to use, that it wasn't just a normal header or something. but normal harvester. But when I got there on that farm, they were there. There was a barn, and I was looking around at what the starting equipment was and everything, and one of those pieces of equipment was this big harvester, and I said, wow, okay, that's an unusual piece to start with. And then I realized, oh well, it's to harvest the tomatoes. And okay, well that's fine, but then when I was in there, and I was thinking about doing that map for this entire series, because that, like I say, that map does include all of the new crops that were on this map as well. But for me, maybe because I played it and I know it, but I kind of like this map. I think if I was on the old Kiwi map a little bit more, I would learn to like it a little bit more too, and maybe I would have done it on there. But well, I'll give you a little bit of a taste of it anyway. So anyway, that is where I am going to leave you today. We have unexpectedly had 3 harvests. I thought the only thing I was going to be able to do is to weed that field and refill the greenhouses. So it was unexpectedly eventful. And yeah, I've been recording for a little over 52 minutes, and I was trying to keep the episode to around a half hour, and I thought, hey, that's not going to be any problem with just that spraying to do. And we're in real time at times 1, and so it took 53 minutes basically from the time we were up at the house and started the recording to down here, and we are done for the day. I wish I could say that I got up especially early this morning and need to go back and take a nap, but I'll have to find some way to pass the day. Oh, I guess I can show you that. I told you about it, but let's go up here and I'll show you. One of those things that I told you, that the thing that I had forgotten about with sleep in FS19. Like, I can walk up here now and I can hit R and I get this message: you're not tired. So in order to pass on to the next day, I actually do have to speed up time until it gets after about I think it's about 1900 hours in the evening, and once we pass that point, then it will let me sleep and pick how many hours I want to sleep and stuff like that. Also, when you do sleep, when it will let you do it, it all the time comes up with the duration of sleep, and it's set to 2 hours. It does not, remember the last time setting that you put on there like we do in FS22. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching here in episode 8. Looks like we'll do episode 9, and then if we finish that coffee field in episode 9, then episode 10 will start with some planting on the old Kiwi farm. Now, with only 3 fields and 3 crops, I know this is dangerous to say after how fast some of these crops have grown here. It depends on how fast growing those crops are. It may be necessary in between, after we plant those episodes, or plant those crops and everything. I could bring it back with the second thing of fertilizer and weeds and things like that. And maybe I'll do that. I don't know. So we may get 2, maybe 3 episodes, maybe 4 if we really stretch it. Like I say, it just depends on when things get ready. But I might be just skipping some time on there if it's especially slow, like the coffee is. Then I'll think of an alternative thing, and I I don't want to get on here and say, like I was almost worried that I was going to get on here today and there was going to be almost nothing to do if it was just that spraying. And I was like, oh, good, well, I need manure in the greenhouses. At least that's something else. So anyway, that is episode 8 and in the bag. So if all of you could help me out by going down below and hitting the like, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to get notifications for when I post a video. At least you know that these are always coming on Friday, but my Mars series is a little bit more chaotic. It depends on when I have time, and my work schedule sometimes includes some events at night and things that I have to work and stuff. So anyway, thank you all, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.